Alrighty, good afternoon everybody. This is Jay with Mercury Airsoft. This is part one of a kind of a part three-part series. This part one is what's in the bag, as you'll be able to see by the title. And the whole point of this video is going over what I take, what I bring inside of my either just weekend skirmish and or what I bring to a Milsim event. This bag is pretty much a transition between both. Not much ever really changes with it. It pretty much stays exactly the same regardless of, like I said, Milsim or just weekend warrior type of like deal. So the bag itself is a Condor, I think Century bag. I don't 100% remember. It is in graphite gray. And yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So to open up the bag, I usually sit on top of the table, and I just leave this flap over the edge of the table, like you see over, like over the bed. So this first patch is always first pouch. It's always my first thing I grab and get ready, and that is my IA Pro. These are wrecked. I love them. They're great. They rarely ever fog. They're great. I love them. Full seal. Just normal IA Pro. What else I keep inside here is, just a gator. I'm pretty sure it's a Condor gator. Yeah, just a Condor gator. Sometimes I use this if I don't want to run a mesh face mask or something bulky. Just leave it light and low pro. Down at the bottom is where all my CO2 normally is. I'm running low right now, but just keep a bag. Try to keep my CO2. I only run CO2 pistols, strictly. And I run Thunder Bees. I throw a lot of Thunder Bees. They're fun. So make sure I keep CO2 handy, easily accessible. Now for side pockets, I don't normally keep much, but I do have some zip ties in this one. Sometimes I like to secure my pouches, whatever, magazine pouches, sometimes extra straps if I got loose straps everywhere, just to keep things nice and tight and organized. All this in there. Now the second pouch for when I do decide to run a shotgun. This is kind of like an admin pouch with just a 5-piece shell holder. Now, I do not use this admin pouch for nothing else but to hold these shells. And you'll see here in a second when I grab my chest rig. I just slapped this on the front of my chest rig and I'm ready to go. Got a couple extra shells in there. Now inside this main back pocket or back side, whatever, just back pocket, I do keep my knee pads just in case I decide to wear pants. Excuse me. Just in case I decide to wear some pants that don't have built-in knee pads. I have these. These are great. 5'11". I love them. And that's all I keep inside of that. Just ran a bag of 2.5 BBs. If I decide to throw BBs inside of a Thunder Bee, or mainly just for my pistol, I only run 2.5s inside pistols. I don't run 2.8s. I don't run 3.2s. I don't see the purpose of it. It's not needed, in my opinion. So there's that. Other stuff on top is just a tan t-shirt. It's a Lancer Tactical t-shirt. It has Velcro and little pockets on the side. Very simple t-shirt. Some patches right there. Some patches right there. You can see they got zippers on the side of each arm. Don't ever use them. Don't ever need to. It's just there just in case I don't want to run a combat shirt, or the shirt I'm currently wearing gets sweaty and gross, and it's just there to have. It also has my local store patches on it, just so I can be representing at all times. Now my hat just a Glock, just an OD green hat. I switch between hats all the time. Just depends on what I want to wear that specific day, or if it's a Milsim event, I gotta color coordinate. Everybody knows and loves. I'm gonna get into detail. Mechanics gloves, they are great. I love them. Now with my gear, I do run comms, but I don't like to run a mic to a push to talk to headsets. It is too many steps, too much gear. So these right here, the Walker Razors, with the Walker Razor, just headset radio. It clips in, it's sturdy, it's good, it's been shot with BBs, has not broken on me. There's a push to talk on the back, and it does have a built-in Vox mode so that you are able to just speak and it will pick it up. We're still testing it, making sure it actually works like good and doesn't pick up a whole lot of extra audio, excuse me. So it's honestly great. I love this setup. It's light, it's easy, it works fantastic. I can connect to other radios. I have like 3 pairs of these Walkers. I love them. They are the best. Currently wearing black because my tan ones are beat to hell. So there's that. Now just some backup face protection. This has been my main face protection. It works great. Can help with fogging issues. You got a solid face covering. Your hot breath ends up going up, causes more fogging issues. This kind of helps relieve some of that, and it covers your entire head, a little bit of your neck. So it is good. I do recommend this. Just me personally, I like the more slim profile. It's a little bit more risky. It's not worth really getting your teeth shot out for the looks, but I risk it anyway because tactical. Inside this little bag is just my backup iPro. I do have 2 pairs. They're both by ASG. They are the strike systems. One is just more of your basic goggle, full seal goggle. The other one is just a low pro Airsoft glasses, I guess. These do fog a little bit, not too bad. These fog extremely bad, even with all the extra holes I cut out for it. They still fog an unbelievable amount. So there's that. Next up, I have these inside here. I wore these when COVID really got crazy, and this is the only mask I wanted to wear because I don't want to keep buying new ones and throw them away. And it's like Gold Tech or whatever, I can't remember, but that's the logo. I want to try these out for Airsoft, not only because they're low pro, but they do have a little pocket inside where I can put a piece of plastic or whatever to protect my teeth. So next time I go out, I'm going to be giving these a shot. They also go around the ear, so there's no cloth or nothing disturbing my ear pro going fully around my ear. So with the Walkers, they have this sound amplifying feature on them, so not having no extra layer between the headphones and your ears can help. That's what I'm pushing towards with those masks also. Now these carry just a couple extra bottles just in case my main bottle that is inside my rifle case does run out. I usually and strictly try to stay to Elite Force BBs, but lately I've been trying out these Blue Mag and I like them. They're good. So they're good. I like them. They haven't given me no issues, no feet troubles at all. And I mainly stick to running 3 2s inside of my rifles. Now this bottle of tracers is not actually a tracer, not actual tracer BBs. These are 2 5s, and this is my pistol reloads, or my pistol speed loads. Moving on to my belt. This is a Krydex belt. I believe it's a copy of the Haley Strategic. I am not 100% sure, but I do know it's a China copy. It has held up through a lot of abuse. It has worked and worked and worked. It's fantastic. I love it. Just to go over a little bit of it. So it is a double belt system, and actually the inner belt is a belt that I sometimes wear on a day-to-day basis. You put this belt in through your loops, and this belt goes over it. It is a good system. I like it, and it works good. What I got on it are just Krydex pouches for my mag pouches. So it's just a single Krydex. Here, like I believe are G-code clones. I got a zip tie I need to cut off and burn just to keep a little bit more retention on my magazine. Just what I like to do. That's why I use the zip ties. Krydex M4 mag pouches. They're great. This is my Thunder Bee pouch. I've had it for like 10-15 years. It's been there from the beginning. I wouldn't say 15, more like 9 to 10 like years. This is my dumb pouch. I rarely ever use it, but it's there just in case I do need it. Again, this pouch is about 10 years old, and I just makeshift rigged it to hold my dead rag, clearly. Now my holster is a MC Kydex with a duty drop, and it is for 1911 style pistols with a TLR1. I only run high kappas in 1911s. It's just how I am. It's what I like to run in an Airsoft, and that is also zip tied in, so it doesn't move around. It's extremely sturdy. These holsters are great. I love them. Don't forget to lock tight your bolts onto the back. Make sure they're not slipping and jiggling out. That does happen. Cobra buckle. So this belt's great. It has been working good for what it is. You know, for under $100, this belt is great. Now onto my chest rig. I do run a chest rig just because of where I live. It is hot for most of the time throughout the year. And it is the Haley Strategic, I believe DCR3 or DRC3, something along those lines. And I'm gonna get into a full review of it. I do like it. I like it a lot. You might be looking at these black straps. That's something I can get into. This black little electrical tape. It's something I can get into in a full review. It just aids in fitment. It's extra strap. Again, it aids in fitment. It's zip tied down. That's just how I run it. So 3M4, 2 pistols, and then a general purpose pouch. It's a whole bunch of markers, a knife. Don't ever really need all that. It's just really there for shits and giggles. So yeah, man, it's great. Extra CO2, rubber bands, batteries. It's out of a watertight case here. Something to clean lenses with, extra charger for a tracer, extra lighters just in case, and then of course I always carry some electrical tape. If I do get cut or anything, I need to really sew it up quick, just electrical tape it. That's just my thought process, and that's what I do. I haven't had that happen yet in Airsoft, but it has happened in other fields, in job fields and etc. So yeah, this is pretty much the overview of what's inside the bag and what I bring to an Airsoft event, whether that's home field or whether that's a MilSim event. It's a little mixed match. It's not perfect. I definitely want to add some things to it, swap some things out. But for right now, it works fantastic, and I have a lot of fun with it. And I have molded it to my play style the best as I possibly can. So that's all you can do. Mold your gear. You don't got to copy what I do. You don't got to copy what other people do. Do what works for you. Your budget, your play style. Take all that into consideration. So Krydex and Haley Strategic have worked for me, and a little bit of mix match other stuff in between. Some things are trial and error. Some things you buy one time and it works great, and that's all you're ever gonna run. Sometimes you might buy things 2 or 3 times to figure out, you know, the first 2 options that you picked for some did not work, and it's that third one that actually works. You love it. Sell the other 2 options off, or however that goes for you. But just try to build around, like I said, your budget for you and your play style. So again, my name is Jay with Mercury Airsoft. I appreciate you guys' time. You guys have a great day. Thank you for joining.